Hello, hello. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Yes, happy Monday, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Thursday was Thanksgiving. Hopefully you had a awesome day and you did not eat a lot, which is obviously not true. You ate a lot because that's what that day is about. And I know we ate a
Yes,
lot. We ate a lot.
yes.
Oh my
We
gosh.
ate. Ah,
Yeah, it was yes, it was very painful afterwards. So, well, again, welcome. Hopefully you had an amazing week last week, and then let's start off with if you look at really not all couples really meet each other's spiritual needs. Really, as a matter of fact, the needs that are really in terms of lasting happiness is really defined by how many needs you meet with your partner. So we're gonna discover that today. So the big question is this: how do married couples like us, who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question, and this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. A lot more.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Yes. So let's start with celebrating our wins and or sharing what we are grateful for.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that we just got done with Thanksgiving, which is a day of being thankful, right? For the food and the people in our lives and the things that we have. So share with us what you are grateful for in the comments, and or share what you are celebrating, because there's a lot that we have to celebrate.
Yes, absolutely. I think that is very, very crucial, and that's the reason why today we're actually going to be talking about how do you meet your partner's human needs, and how do you please your partners
Yes.
in the spirit. And why did I say that? Because the truth is, I'm very thankful for my husband and myself in this journey that we have been going through. We realized that the reason why we actually wanted a divorce at the very beginning, it was because we won't fulfill each other on the spiritual need.
Yes.
Right. And why did I say that? I think, in the default world, we're always, focusing on, hey, the bills, the responsibility, the roles. And, we were doing our masterclass before that, we're just telling each other, all of us that, we're still, right now, everybody have a smartphone, right? Everybody has a smartphone. And however, the relationship need to be on the smartphone level too, right? The spiritual need, the relationship need. However, in the relationship itself, it's almost as like we're still using the big water bottle phone that you have before, because we didn't really evolve, and we didn't really. Not a lot of people are really talking about this subject, and people are still thinking that as long as we have a roof under our, over our head, we have a car and we have food in our belly, we're good enough, right? But the truth is, it wasn't, because as a woman, we are breadwinner now. We can really do a lot of things that the men could. So now, the standard of us, want our husband to do is a lot higher too. Same with the man too. I think, in the past, as long as the women can produce, right, can produce children to go work in the farm, that's good enough. But nowadays, men also require women to be, more fun, more sexier, get better lingerie, help them in business, help them, but at the same time, also fulfill, the wife's role and responsibility. There's just a lot more complicated in it, and a lot higher standard. It's no longer just, hey, as long as, as a wife, as long as I wash the dishes, have kids, and, take care of the household, I'm good enough. It's not that anymore. It's like, hey, can you help me with, the business? How do we do this? How do we tweak that? How do we, so, and then on top of that, you still have to be a wife. So it's on both sides. On both sides, we're very demand of each other. So one of the very big piece that a lot of people are really forgetting is spiritual, the spiritual need of each other's.
Yeah, so the first part that we went through the emotional needs of our partners.
Yep.
Right, those are emotional, physical needs, right, that we have, which is 4 of them. And then, we're covering the last 2, which is the 6 human needs, individuals and partners really need. So fulfilling and meeting each other's needs are so important We address this in several different of our videos of our show. Rather than just values are important, needs are definitely important. So, what are the needs of that we have to meet in our partners for spiritual? One is the need really for growth, right? Your relationship really must be cultivating, right, to meet your partner's needs for growth. It's if you're growing in two separate directions, let's assume even if you are growing, both of you, but you're growing in different things, that can cause issues as well. Okay.
Yes, and
Because you got to grow in the same environment, the same things, the same. Let's just imagine if there was one partner that even simple growth like this, right? Environments, community. Somebody loves the Tony Robbins community, really outgoing, really loving, just contribution, all day, every day. And that's what we think of why we want to do business, why we want to, business is a spiritual game, why we want to be successful in business so that we can give more and contribute more. And then the other partner is not into that. They're into a different growth, totally separate growth. Even though both partners are growing, they're growing in the wrong direction, right? So you got to grow in the same direction. Just using example.
yes, Day with Destiny is coming up. Day with Destiny leadership is coming up. So, what we really always committed is always go to those classes together so that we can grow together. Because, I always met with, couples where, once in a while we also have this experience where we come home, one of us is like fully excited. I know exactly what it is. And then the other person is like, oh, can you share with me more? It's like, yeah. And then, but the way they explain, it doesn't really make sense. But, but the other person's like, oh man, it looks really amazing, but I'm just not connecting. I don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, how come you don't understand what I'm talking about? I'm telling you this, but the thing is, it's always better to come from the horse's mouth, right? It's always better for them to experience it together with you. So that way you both understand what it is. So that's why we're all usually very committed to do things together. Go Day with Destiny together, UPW together. When we are attending courses, we are also attending those courses together because a lot of time, it's not about generation gap, but it's on the growth gap. We have a gap between each other that we didn't realize that it was there. And then we started to speak languages that, only one of us understand. And then later on, both of us take personal. Why didn't you understand me? But the truth is, it wasn't really, why didn't I understand you? Because the truth is, we just really don't understand you.
Yeah, most definitely. So, and then the second way to fulfill your partner's needs or your needs is really to grow each other in terms of, contribution, right?
Yes.
To others and to serve others, to do things like that. And we weren't, when we had our life quake moment, we weren't really growing, at least not in the same direction, right? And there was a point where there was no growth, right? And then the second thing is we didn't contribute a lot. We didn't have a why big enough, really. That's our why, right? So now our why is that big. Where we understand, why do we want to be successful in business? Why do we want to be rich, right? Why? Is it big for the cars, the houses? At one point in our lives, I was. The house was the identity that made me who I was. The cars, the wanting to live a certain lifestyle, right? But for her, it's like that's not me, right? So that's what I mean by contribution. So why do we will be rich, right? We will be multi-millionaires. Why? But why? So it's totally different now because the money that we will have is actually just for contribution. We just want to give. We want to love on people. We want to give to those less fortunate. We want to do things like where, villages don't have water, medicine, food. We want to go there and be able to give, use our resources, our knowledge, right, our heart, our love to contribute to others. And that is so huge because we were never that way. That's why we had our life quake moment, for sure. So now we are.
Absolutely. So again, I know that he's talking about it in such a global way. The truth is, every single day, ask yourself, are you going above and beyond, of your own need and to contribute to your partners
too, yeah.
It's very, very important on that. A lot of time, we tend to wanted to contribute to other people and we forgot about people that's closest to us. So, always ask yourself this question, have you really contributed to your significant other, especially when you go beyond your own needs. So what that means is like, hey, I know that he didn't really fulfill my need today, but it's okay. I'm going to still go above and beyond and fulfill his need. So in that way, we will be able to, please each other on our spiritual journey. right? So again, go back to it just to summarize the whole day. The topic that we have is how to please your partner's spirit. Your relationship must be cultivated to meet your partner's need for growth. And the second thing is, do you go above and beyond your own needs and contribute to others?
Yes, most definitely. So to wrap it up, again, this is an amazing topic of today in this series, part 2. Growth and contribution are so vitally important to you as an individual as well as together as a couple. Okay, so what are you going to do today that will allow you to meet the needs of yourself as well as your partner in growth? And what are you going to do with contribution as well? So it's very, very important. Okay, so hit the like button, as a matter of fact, and comment for us. We'd love to hear your input and what you're doing today. And then we would love to see you really follow us. This way, when we go live and upload new videos, you will be alerted every single time.
Sounds good. Okay? See you on the next show.
See you next time. We love you. Bye. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.